where they now we system, we don't get a good number, we don't really come register, but as well they out, we no register it. So now that make we still they talk to them, we still they encourage them, we still they extend hands to them for make them register.
All right. So what's the criteria if somebody want register when a non-citizen in terms of documentation?
If you want for a non-citizen, if you want for register, one, you travel in documents the states your nationality. Let we say you passport. Your passport, from your passport, we were able for know your nationality or the country who side they come from. With that, we can able register you as citizen of that country. Apart from that, the ID cards, national identity cards of the various countries that we side they come out. If person gets that one day, we be able for use that one day for determine say you not a Sierra Leonean, you not an extra person. We can able use that day for more or less now you travel documents then where you get. Now we use for identify you, for able determine your citizenship. They will register you as a non-national.
All right. So for somebody in a salon person waiting for get for let go take the national ID card.
Salon at the beginning when the registration starts, we get a lot of documents then. For the Sierra Leoneans, then we get a lot of documents. One, you get birth certificates. We get birth certificates with a key determinant. In the absence of the birth certificates, we can use passports. In the absence of passports, at that time we use driver's license. We use like for picking them, we use under 5 clinic cards. Because on the clinic cards, it tell you whether you daddy na Sierra Leonean, you mama na Sierra, or you parents them. It tell the citizenship of them. We use that one day. Then we be as well know say in Sierra Leone you get a good number of people we not get documents. And if we say we just focus on that document for register people, that we will get a good chunk of them we not go ever register because plenty man no it take then documentations as anything important. Or maybe the environment, like let's say like me granny who side you know get for go na bank, you know get for travel commodities. As you come on at town, we do clean, you go na farm. So we look at that and design a form what we call attestation form. This attestation form, you they take and you carry on to your chief. Now you tongue. The chief they attest say indeed you na a Sierra Leonean and you born na that town day and you resident na that town for such a time. So that attestation will be give people them for do like town chiefs, pastors, imams at them for because then they able identify even an imam is able identify in Jama. The pastor is able identify in flock. It able identify that one there. So aidman, paramount chief, chiefdom speakers, you know, the authorities where they not on where even pan government business with the sure say the country or the community they not the hand for talk to and organizing them. So identify them as people where they can sign on their attestation. If you don't get any document, you go to them and they sign the attestation. So when you come with that attestation now on the authority of the attestation where they come with, we register you.
Okay. So waiting at the age where or which age somebody go reach for let take the national ID card? Because plenty people like this on side one day where they argue say pass you don't pass 18.
No. The identity card now from registration, you register from day one where they born you. If people they from where they born you at the hospital, where they deliver you. If you're able from that end, then they register you. Say to whatever age you are, then they register you. But for make you get national identity card, now from age 12. The reason why we start from age 12 now because the facility where we get, the biometric facility we get, it able to recognize the fingerprints of people from age 12 going up. And most times by that time your fingerprints and cannot mature, they become permanent. So the possibility for any changes happen again, that's not there again. So from na age 12 we dey begin for give national identity cards.
Okay. Continue for the waiting inside the program. In name na Abubakar Javumbo, na the Director of Information, Education and Communications na the National Civil Registration Authority. Same way so inside the program, we get Solomon Sundo, Executive Director for Biwanke Foundation. Good afternoon, Mr. Sundo. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Good afternoon, Usman. Good afternoon, listeners and viewers.
All right. Today we'll look at the issue of ID card, the importance of and same way so we'll look at the issue we surrounding the deadline we na August 31st this year. But firstly, waiting at the importance of national ID card from the civil society point of view.
Yes, I want to tell you thank you, Usman, where you bring me on this issue. Then based on the call and we would only make, and if you can recall, a few weeks ago on the Good Governance program, we talk about citizens to go and take their ID card. Meaning, as a citizen of Sierra Leone, you must get something where they identify you for say yes, as Sierra Leone are born and mean a citizen of Sierra Leone. Within a country, get any form of identification, which correct. As I agree with Mr. Javon would say, from day one, we don't meet now where the system don't to change, we were born into them facilities, like for example the NDMC. As they born in those days, they give you birth certificate straight off, right? For tell you the day where you born, the year where you born, the month where you born, all things with the insider certificates there. For any other reason, when you grow up, now we don't say as you reach the age of 18, we'll talk about registration here, for which you're supposed to get you birth certificates. That's a matter of must. Yeah? Every Sierra Leonean, the day where you're born, by rights, you forget your birth certificates. That's one form of registration that one day. From there, you come to your national, where now the national identification card, where now they use the biometric system for make we get them. As you don't the 18, we all know say you get for do transaction, you get for go university, yeah, you get for in fact let's start from now the the form of education where they now from MPSC stage if now you don't begin capture picking them from that stage, because I don't they follow up the NCRA. You they see picking in a way they even sit. If you go now NCRA, they meet, perhaps Mr. Javon will correct me for say they are not, but every now and then you see them chunk at that place they forgo the registration. Well, for me, why you not capture the picking from that day where you born them with these birth certificates where you go register in a school? That's give NCRA much problem. But you don't see over the years. You go see say even when they go sit Beke, then get for obtain that. Let's say what's now. And this, as we say, we need for do every citizens. Now I'm not thinking money safe for pay. As you born, you the combra, make sure say you get that kind, certificate, say birth certificate from the hospital then they. No matter how say things don't become easier somehow, and then they say don't easier 100%. But if you go na them PHQ them, na them chiefdom, yeah, you go see them they. Let we say the chiefdom not able for cover all. Wait for we that's na we advocate to NCRA. Even as we talk about let everybody go obtain their ID card, it means say if you go now most of the districts, recently I come about, I see the office. But you go on for ask how functional is that office? And these are the area I want for let we spread that. We want follow people and take an ID card, but let the thing be accessible to them. Not so difficulty for men and create in taking ID card.
Alright, we can look at some of the facility them. The program na salon today we come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We take a short break. When we come, we go into the issues we get for do with the national ID card, especially the time frame where they don't put when August 31st this year.
Let we pledge we love and loyalty to we country Sierra Leone. Let we come together, let we walk as one for the better of Salon.
I like for listen Salon today every Sunday because they bring out the issue we get for do with salon development.
We not remove the machines. We not cut the cables. We not move the poles. The infrastructure then they. Waiting will be done produce for this country as at the time when the left power will go into elections. Now being 99 megawatts, not even up to 100, we mean say out of the 1,000 megawatt we will promise, not even 10% will be able to generate.
As far as we Sierra Leone they know, we don't concern for ensuring certain things the way Saloma need, like electricity. Una not for even give me a chance to not cry for them.
When I then kind discussion can be every Sunday. Now the program Salon today, where Radio Democracy they bring can to you with different issue them. We get to deal with security, policy, the economy, environment, and plenty other one them. Once it concern national development. So listen Salon today every Sunday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock after.
No matter who you be, let me make Salon.
The program Salon today continues. Still inside the studios, we get Abubakar Javumbo, Director of Information Education and Communications, National Civil Registration Authority. Now, I don't put a time frame of national ID card. Why?
Well, the time frame will put in August 31st. There is a lot of misunderstanding about that particular time frame there. I'm glad you will get the opportunity for clear the air to people them. It don't mean say where August 31st come, the NTIA they close down, they do ID card again. No, that is not what it means. It's like now we say the cut we own throat. Now like we say where August 31st reach, let everybody just pack in bundle and go na house. Either you go na papa and house, they also a bill, or let you go na mama house. Because if we say we put they say at that particular time we not produce national identity card again, then which means we don't even violate the very act we say we for do and continuously. Waiting this deadline mean it means say by August 31st, if you been the past 3 days, they know they ask you for national identity card, then go begin ask you for national identity card. Not to say the service they stop. And the issue for make them ask people about national identity card, not to anything new, not to any novelty. Now this country, we all don't grab now this country, we were born before the war they start now this country. We know say police and other people they ask for national identity card. Worst case scenarios, you go to the sub-region. You dey Guinea, they take your foot to cover like from Yaso 98.1D for go na Ferry Junction. If you get 2-3 side when they ask you for your carte d'identité. Apart from that one day, go back to Liberia. They take your foot from PZ onto Eastern Police. If they there 2 or more so where you talk, then they from PZ to Eastern Police, where they get people they ask you for national identity, for your identity card. Commode, you go Gambia na another serious side around it. Like Sierra Leone, perhaps people they not use where people then they ask them for national identity card as in the past. But as they go times then they evolve, things then they happen. And we say not for saying a new thing, it has been happening in this country. So that's not for create panic by anybody.
All right. Now the concern where people get is not that they not say they not the but now the way and manner how now roll out we are in we get voice from the IG and also the NS code. We are in say that they begin puts people in down motor car and ask you for ID card. Plenty people believe say that could bring tension.
Make I address that. Really, I know they do the policing work now. You understand, eh? But let I tell you my own idea on that area. Me, na a Sierra Leonean, I dey travel from here. I've been telling you yesterday, from here, na Boa they go. From before even then they begin talk about this national identity card. Before even they talk about this national identity card, police have been checking for several other things then. Not to 1 time, not to 2 time, they don't stop me na road, don't take me popo bag, put and down, then check me close them one after the other. They check for arms during the war, and they check for gun, bullet, and other thing. Then second, then they check for tramadol. Where the issue of tramadol, then they check for tramadol. They check for kush. They check for jamba. They check for other things. So, like the national identity card, not just an additive. If they ask you for jamba or kush or tramadol or other thing, in addition to waiting the policemen they do, then go also ask for national identity card. There is not going to be any particular checkpoint where they put, don't say, this particular checkpoint, na NCRA checkpoint for national identity card. No. It is just part and parcel of the normal routine, the daily routine of the police. When there is a law, and the law has been passed, now the duty of the police for ensure say cabinet don't conclude and endorse, ratified by parliament, where it don't become law, it is the duty of the police for begin enforce that one day, except we all want say let the police not do what they're supposed to do.
Alright, so we are in not get for see checkpoint specific where they put people in down motor say you can't do wear ID card, you can't do wear ID card.
I don't just tell you say part of the thing. Why isn't they check for that they kusho, drogo, gono, other things? Then go police they expect that then go also ask you for your national identity card.
The problem now that plenty civil society say the law not give una that mandate day for let una instruct or neither call on the police for like support una for begin ask people for ID card and put them down the motor car.
I'll tell you. One, not to we make the national identity card mandatory. I'll give you a brief background of how the national identity card became mandatory in this country. It was discussed at our level at NC. Take the ID card application to their doorsteps. Come on, they can't Cambia. Mambolo, Mateti, Rokel, Robana, Mayaki, we don't go there. You go to Falaba, Hamdalaya, Dogolaya, Bindi, Mana, Kwendukura, Suliman. We don't go there. Kwenadugu, we don't go Yinfi, we don't go Sinkunia, Bo, Valunya, Bombali, Kalamba, Bendembu, Kamabai, Manjoro, and others.
How much days I can take now then?
It depends on when you go. If you go meet 100 people or 300 people were ready for pay for the ID card, you don't go say they go take 2 days until they are exhausted. Nobody comes, then the team they left.
Okay.
Then come.
Alright, over to you, Mr. Sundu. You don't hear from Mr. Javombo. You don't mention say then get the facility. And one of the things then that way people concerned. And also the issue of start for check for ID card. Plenty people believe say this not to the way, therefore don't find other way.
Well, Usman, to be very honest with you, as I talk about the national identification card, me on call, as I tell you, one form of the area where we immigration department there for the check. Some job in the way you go see Lebanese, Indian shop. Not so they support for do one, but you see them cluster. Yeah. So for me, if they do, let them take the bull by its own by checking the individual. They talk about job now. Most of them job them where saloon people and for do now they can't do it now. But if you cannot able to identify yourself as a citizen, it's wrong.
Okay.
So for me, I encourage every citizen go and take your ID card or register.
All right. Mr. Javombo, almost days where somebody go for take ID card, wanna don't take information. Almost days it take for Leone again.
It now 72 within 72 hours you get ID card where you apply for.
It happen.
Yeah.
Right. Then waiting at the issue, is it that facility not there in some of the station they wanna put? Because for example, if you go U building, if lights not there, they're not going to snap you. You're aware of that. U
building station been there at a time, but it has been closed.
Whether or not the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, whether or not the International Convention on Human and People's Rights, all of these laws, they should say, what skits they should say, the right to identity is really fundamental, and everybody for be identified any Saudi, whether you are a citizen of that country or you are a foreign resident of that country, you get for be identified.
Now, as you mentioned, say the law make it clear for everybody, get something where they identify if in a national for any country. But again, how government for do that if citizens they no abide to some of the condition or the law where we govern the country?
Yeah, I mean, the issue of compliance has always been a problem everywhere in the world. It's not just about the issue of even. This is not a security situation. Also, you will say, oh, the police want for check for security issues. Like at night, we get the checkpoints around all the pass. I mean, that is, we know say these are security issues them, so it's okay, they can check. But for say, you go for draw me vehicle over for let begin for check for ID card, that could bring contention.
Well, that's the Vice Chairperson for the Human Rights Commission of Salone, Victor Lansana, made explain, give me inside an interview there. Also, I say if the Salone police and the NCRA start for put people in down and check them for ID card, they will bring tension at the country. Mr. Javumbo, you don't hear from somebody who work for Human Rights Commission, even though it's a document very important, but the method we want to use not in a concern about.
So I'm glad for the fact that INSEF don't look at the things say important. Citizens, you get rights. Those rights, then they are protected in the 1991 Constitution from Section 15 to Section 27. All landing are human rights, including Section 18, the movement where they be cut up and down. You understand? But even from that, those are provisions where they make for protect human, nothing, for doing anything. But again, just like, I like the 1991 Constitution. Now, like when it tell the dog, it also tell the bone. When you check Section 13 of that same Constitution, it give you responsibilities of a citizen, that you for abide by this, you for abide by rules and regulations, and they for take ID card is just one of the rules or regulations or the laws the way Parliament don't make. So if you refuse, say they take the ID card, which means you want to be secured under Section 18 or you want to be secured under Section 15, where specifically talk about the human rights Section 15 of the 1991 Constitution going down, but you don't forget Section 13, where also give you responsibilities. And like I've been said earlier, police not get for put specific checkpoints. I say I'm not doing the police or not, just waiting me to think. Okay. It could be say the police go do another thing. You understand? I not think say they go put specific checkpoint where they say this is an ID card checkpoint. Anybody will not get ID card, na so they do. You understand? Now just if they know me, they ask you for ID card. Okay, like we go to bank. Scary way you go to bank. If you not get national identity card, then they say, okay, where you passport? Then go use your passport. Okay, where you driver's license, then they use them. But since Parliament, they don't make that law, it don't come into force. You understand? They side and they, now basically national identity card you want. Now they ask you for. I'm not see a situation where side and say a whole motor car they move and don't block and say people then go begin no say because some Monday then go say do this. If you not ask them say where this thing where they say let you do. If nobody know one day ask her, they take make her anything. You they find out say at any time where some public notice go for a particular thing, you go see say now within that 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you they get mad rush of people and they go. So which means people are telling us by we culture and makeup, by we average culture and makeup in this country, people need to be reminded. Okay. That is what just a reminder that the police go they ask you now where you ID card before now police they ask for kush, they check for kush, TM and other thing there. They bring ID card business come, but where ID card business don't come, police they go. Or if you said that na human rights violation, let police not ask at all. Let we left them, let it die, it final there.
The concern are that according to the interview, there are other ways them we una for use.
These ways these ways have been used. Like you go to the RSLAF. The NCRA don't get an understanding with the RSLAF. Most of the RSLAF people there, we don't give them ID card.
Is it most or is supposed to be all?
If supposed to be all, why would they say most? You know they just go because you one ID card will give you. There are some people don't manipulate the date of birth, don't manipulate the names, forfeit certain benefits and way they want. And where they not deserve those benefits.
We can
You can find out saying that they make plenty man can say, I don't go NCRA, I don't take up to not get. The day where they get job with the teaching service, they for let them get the ED form as teacher. If they cut in, if they put in age, he really knows say in a 40 year, you know, in a 35 year. It's okay for the fact that from where I come on college, you don't pass 7 years and not get job. These 7 years are the recover.
Okay.
So if they cut 7 years by age.
Okay, Mr. Javumbo,
It
we can
puts an
over
up.
to you quickly.
Not to know that if they don't give in right age to we.
All right, Mr. Sundu, we just want play an insert of the IG, the NS code, and the civil registration boss on the national ID card.
The name Abdullah Koka, the National Security Coordinator, head of ONS. We, as part of the security sector, we collaborate with the NCRA for make sure say everybody get ID cards in this country. We don't give several warnings there. We don't do several press releases there. But it appears as if they say some people that still not able to take their ID card. So we now give a very strong warning to everybody who pass the street. For make sure say you go take your ID card. We begin check now with the partner with NCRA for make sure say anybody will not get ID card, the law will deal with you. So we make sure say we go take the ID card.
So as law enforcement, we will continue to add our voice to the efforts of NACRA. We will try to make everybody get ID card. We as police, ID card will help you work because they make people identify person easily. We will put a name to a card, a name to a new number. Name is a very important part of identification. So we encourage everybody for try as much as you can for get ID card. Otherwise, very soon, we therefore embark on a very new venture for the new check, stop and search and check if you get identification card. If you don't get, we will make like a good tick. I mean, we as police for make sure say all man take national ID card. Access to services, you don't time to the ID card. You have police clearance, you forget ID card. You want character check, you forget ID card. Any service we want na police now, you forget national ID card for you say yes. You know Australia and you deserve to get this document they ask for from the police. As long as you live in this country, citizen, foreigner, would encourage you for go take this ID card. For sure say you belong to Sierra Leone, you are Sierra Leone, you are part of the Sierra Leone community. So as a final message to people of this country, I encourage all man for go and get your ID card. It will be very easy for get and very cheap for get.
Me na Mohammed Mubashir Masakoy, Director General, National Civil Registration Authority, NCRA. They ask or they encourage the people then, both citizens and foreign residents in this country, for make sure say they take their ID card. And now we don't decide, we, ONS and the police, we don't decide say we're going to conduct random check. So like what ID caller stop and check for make sure the people then get ID card. It's important, and that make we as an authority don't make a lot of effort for make sure say everybody get ID card and we take out on our doorstep. Now we don't start for move into communities, into chiefdoms and get outlets and they for make people then get an ID card. So you don't get excuse say you get far or you can't Freetown or you can't Kenema or you can't make any. We move to communities for get the ID card. And very soon we're going to announce a cutoff date for ID cards. Within that time, if you get the ID card at the same price that you get. After that date day, we will now say we will increase the cost of ID card for making for meet up the cost of production from the world market and even some other expenses so they undergo for produce ID and give out to people in this country. So you know we want to wait for that one day. We want to make sure so you get your ID card. Between now and August 31st, the ID cards cost go be remain the same, 145 millions for national ID cards. But after August 31st, we'll therefore increase the ID card cost, and we will communicate down there for the public to let them know what the increase and how much it cost could be. So you get now today, between today and August 31st for go get the ID card. If you not get the ID card now, you get yourself a blame. We are running into communities now for make sure say we get on an ID card. So they ask that everybody move out. You will not get the ID card yet. Whether you're a citizen or you're a foreign resident, or run now or rush and get the ID card. Otherwise, you will get yourself a blame when the police now will stop and check for people that will get ID card or will not get ID card. I thank you all.
Mr. Sundu, you don't reform.